In this video, I'm telling you what I read in August 2020. Hi guys, and welcome back to Lady Jane Books. In this video, I'm telling you what I read in August 2020. So a few days ago, I was feeling really great about myself because I'm like, yeah, you slow reader, you read 4 1/4 books this month, woo! And then I saw Kayla Linzen open up her video saying, I read 13 books this month. And I'm like, ooh, cricket. But in honesty, I'm very proud of this month's reading and how I achieved many of my reading goals. So let's dive in and I'll tell you all about it. The first book I read is The Phantom Prince by Elizabeth Kendall. I have a full review of this book already on my channel, so I will link it in the description. And just to give you the Spark Notes version, I absolutely loved this book. I thought it was very insightful, very emotional, and I enjoyed hearing about Elizabeth's story and her relationship with Ted Bundy. I know I had mentioned that I wanted to read Ted and Anne afterwards. However, at the end of The Phantom Prince is Molly's recollection of Ted and some very disturbing instances that she had with him. So that really took a lot out of me emotionally. And I really couldn't continue reading about this subject. I needed a little bit of a break. So I did not go on to Ted and Anne, but it is still on my TBR list. I rated this a 5 stars. The second book I read this month is Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. I also did a full review on this book, which I will also link in the description if you care to see it. And I absolutely love this book as well. I gave this a 5 stars. I can see why this is part of the Reese's Book Club because it is so rich and so interesting and very well written. The third book I read this month was The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. I've recently been tuning into Jade Libra's book club picks, and she chose this for the month of August, and I really enjoyed it. I also had read Home Before Dark last month as part of the Jade Libra book club, and I have to say the Sundown Motel was so much fun. It's kind of this mix between a paranormal book and a mystery novel. I absolutely loved it. I rated it 4 stars, and a review will be coming soon on this. And of course, the final book that I finished in August was Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I absolutely love this book. It is such a thorough modern Gothic tale, and all the details were there for a Gothic piece of literature. There was the creepy mansion, the beautiful girl, the secrets, and I may do a full review of this later, but I'm not sure if I will because it is so popular. How about you comment below and tell me if I should review this book? Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in because I'm always looking for feedback. This book had everything that I would ever want in it. It had disturbing imagery, dark mystery. It was so rich and fun, and I absolutely love this book. I think this is the perfect book for a spooky summer read, as well as something that could be enjoyed at the fall time or around Halloween. I also rated this a 4 out of 5 stars. Lastly, I began Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar. I'm about 15% done with it, and I absolutely love it so far. It is very dark, it is very creepy, it's very imaginative, and it has this great coming-of-age horror story since it is more YA. And I'm really enjoying it. So I'll probably have to have that in my next month's wrap-up. So for Summer-Ween, I had a pretty good success rate. I chose Mexican Gothic as my creepy cover, which worked out well. I read The Sundown Motel for the haunted paranormal prompt. I read both of these books at nighttime in the dark. And the only thing that I did not get to was Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, which I had chosen for the prompt recommended by the host. However, Mexican Gothic was recommended by the host as well, so I'm cheating a little bit. My channel, my rules, remember? But in all seriousness, I had a wonderful reading month of August. I got through a lot of books for my reading speed, so I am pretty impressed with that. And I would love to hear about your reading success in August as well. And that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. There's a kid having an absolute meltdown in the middle of the walkway outside of my home. He's literally lying there in the middle of the street, crying his eyes out, and all I can say is, same, kid, same. Okay, so I started out feeling really, really great about myself. I read 4 and like a quarter of books. Quarter of books? A quarter of books? A quarter of a book. Barely. Okay. And then I saw Kayla Lenzen. And then I tuned in to Kayla Lenzen's wrap-up, and she starts out with, I read 13 books this month. And I'm like, well, dang. And I'm like, cricket, cricket, cricket. Somebody's cooking dinner and it smells good in here. Why wasn't I invited? No, but seriously, it smells like really, really good in here. Like somebody's barbecuing or something, and it smells divine. I definitely did not cook that. The second book I read today is, today? I didn't read it today. Wow, if I read this book today, that'd be impressive. Anyway, I'm filming this a little bit later in the day because I had so many things to do, and I'm losing daylight here, so I'm kind of nervous. I've recently been following all of her picks for book club. Picks. I rated this 4. It always seems to slide out of the jacket down here. It's really kind of annoying. Get back in there. Oh gosh. Now what's happening? I don't know. Help me. Help Lady Jane. I know I participated in the Halloween-a-thon. Not Halloween-a-thon. What is it called? Summer-Ween. How could I forget that? Seriously, Lady Jane. Oh, you shouldn't do these late at night. And late at night, I mean like 6 p.m., but okay. It is plain. Anytime now.